It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police say it's a miracle 3 men managed to survive unscathed after their yacht sank off Fingal Island last night. The 3 friends in their 60s and 70s were sailing their 12-metre yacht from Sydney to the mid-north coast and decided to stop overnight at Nelson Bay. However, the vessel struck rocks and quickly sank, with the trio able to don life jackets and set off a distress beacon before ending up in the water. They spent 40 minutes battling big swells but managed to swim ashore at Fingal Island, where they were rescued by an Air Force helicopter. They were flown to Williamtown RAF base and checked over by paramedics, who gave them the all clear. New South Wales Health is urging Maitland residents to be on the lookout for measles symptoms after an infected university student visited the area at the weekend. The young woman travelled by train from Sydney and visited Lavender's Riverside Cafe, Rutherford Homemaker Centre, Hunter Valley Grammar School, Seraphine Cafe and Maitland Hospital, not realising she'd contracted the highly contagious disease. The woman is the 35th case of measles recorded in New South Wales since Christmas. A recent crime spree in Newcastle's western suburbs has sparked renewed calls for a permanent police presence in the area. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says local police are trying their best to catch these criminals, but simply don't have the feet on the ground to spend enough time in the area. She says the police district commander has expressed similar concerns.
They understand the needs of the community. They're also encouraging people to report crime, and they're also encouraging our community to lock up, to take away that incidental and opportunistic crime that occurs in the area when people don't lock their door or they don't lock their car.
Newcastle Council has begun surveying users of the park and ride service from McDonald Jones Stadium to assess its long-term viability. The service now costs $2.20 each way. Council's gauging whether commuters will be prepared to pay the cost of a cup of coffee each day, or as much as $6, the cost to park at Number 2 Sports Ground, or even $8.40, the same as all-day parking at Honeysuckle. It also nominates other price points and a no-change option in the survey. Meanwhile, Council has released its draft budget showing a surplus of $12 million. There's $297 million in available funds, with $32 million going towards the expansion of the Summerhill Waste Management Facility to accommodate more commercial waste, and almost $14 million is being allocated towards local roads. Hunter coal workers would have access to free re-education and reskilling under an education policy to be announced by the Greens today. The party says will increase funding for the University of Newcastle and Hunter TAFE campuses to ensure workers are well equipped for a post-coal future without being saddled with thousands of dollars worth of debt. Newcastle federal candidate John McKenzie says the city's history of manufacturing makes it an ideal location for renewable industry growth.
If you look at the skill base and you look at the manufacturing base in Newcastle and the Hunter, we have enormous skills in manufacturing and energy. We have a manufacturing industry which is the envy of the world. This is a prime location for rebuilding a renewable energy infrastructure and renewable energy industry in Australia.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights are preparing for their rivalry clash with the Sea Eagles of McDonald Jones Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Knights winger Edric Lee says the battle of the forward pack will be key in determining who takes home the 2 points.
I think with the two teams up against each other, I think it'll be winning the forward pack. So if our forwards can stand up against Manly's forward pack, it'll put us in a good position to win the game.
Manly will have to play without Tom Trbojevic, who was sidelined for 2 months after he tore his hamstring in round 3. Jets midfielder Ben Kantarovski says his team intends on finishing this A-League season on a high, despite Newcastle's low likelihood of finals qualification. The 27-year-old says he's looking forward to the challenge of making the trip to take on Perth Glory away from home on Sunday night. Off the pitch, Kantarovski recently completed a Bachelor of Psychology at the University of Newcastle. And Northern New South Wales WPL player Olivia Kennedy broke her ankle on Sunday in Wallsend's game against Merewether. The 31-year-old former W League player and young Matilda is expected to be out of action for at least 12 weeks. And the winning numbers in Wednesday Lotto are 11, 28, 22, 36, 37 and 34, and the supplementaries are 29 and 2. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.